J Tactical here today, and today I'm going to show you how to take down a Citadel 1911 chambered in 45. First thing we want to do is make sure the weapon is unloaded. Chambers cleared. Okay, the first thing you want to do with this, that I found is the easiest way to do this, is go ahead and put the safety on and go ahead and cock it. Safety on. You want to turn it on its end here, and you're going to push down on this metal rod right here. I've seen several different ways to do it. Some people use a screwdriver, some people use their thumb. There's different ways. As you can see on mine, it's been marred up pretty bad. It looks like different people that had this had done it different ways on this. What I like to use, and it's convenient and easy, is to go ahead and use the bottom of your magazine. Mine's hard plastic on the bottom. I like to use it because it won't mar it up. So what you're going to do is push straight down on it, and this part right here, you're going to turn it that way. So we're going to push it down so this part clears it. As you're turning it, you can use your thumb to slide over it because that part's going to push up and there's a spring in it under pressure. Slowly let it up. This is your cap that comes off. Here's your spring that comes out. And then this part, you can twist back to where it started, and then you twist back this way about a quarter of a way, and you'll find a spot where it'll lift out. When you turn it over, you can see that there's a little nub there that catches it, and that's why it has to be turned the quarter of the way for it to slide out. It'll only go back in this way as well. It won't seat all the way down unless it's turned like that. Okay, at this point you want to decock the gun. Take off the safety, of course. Decock it. Then you want to slide your barrel back, or your slide back, and there are two indentions. This one is your slide catch. This one is to take down the gun. You're going to slide it back until your slide catch meets up with that smaller hole. Then what you want to do is push it out right here. You can use your thumb, finger, or your finger. It's really easy to push out. Pushes out. You can pull it out. Set it to the side. Then your slide will pull forward. Here's your frame. And your slide. Your slide has the rod right here that the spring and the cap was over for the recoil. And then you can pull out your barrel. Your barrel on this is going to pull straight through the front. Mine's a little tight through there, so you have to pull on it a little bit. And it pulls out. Here's your barrel, and it has this little ring on it. This ring is actually what your slide catch sits through when it's all put together, and that's important when we put the gun back together. Once the barrel's removed, you can go ahead and remove your firing pin and extractor. As you can see, there's your firing pin, and this little circle right here is your extractor. Easiest way to do this is to take a punch. You're going to push the firing pin straight down towards the front of the barrel and down towards the bottom of the barrel just a little bit. And as you do that, you can slide your stop down. When you do this and pull it out, it is going to release under pressure, so make sure you catch it or use it fire it down so it hits into something soft. So what I'm going to do is flip it over and slide that stop out till the spring pops out. You heard it pop? There's your catch. There's your firing pin and spring. And then you can also remove the extractor. It pulls out, mine's pretty tight, so I'm just slowly giving it pressure, working it out. I'm going to change to a little bit bigger punch. Slowly work it out. You don't want to muscle it at all. You can see it's starting to come out. And there's your extractor. Okay, to reassemble, we're going to work backwards. We're going to go ahead and put in our extractor and line it up. You don't want it twisted too far one way or the other. And a little pressure with your thumb. If it goes too far, you want to just pull it out just a hair and have it flush. There we go. It's nice and flush there. Going to go ahead and put our firing pin and spring back in. We're going to put our catch plate back in. And this will only go in one way. The rounded end will go towards the top of the slide. You're going to go ahead and get it started, and then push in on your firing pin and spring. As you're pushing down, you want to go ahead and slide your catch over it. And then when you push it in, the spring and pin will pop back through the hole there, just like that. Your extractor's back in, your firing pin's back in with the spring and the catch plate. You can flip your slide over and take your barrel and slide it back through. Again, mine needs a little persuasion. Yours might not be that tight. You want to take the steel rod and put it back in. You can see where it's beveled there. Make sure that's on the barrel. The next important thing, and this is where it gets tricky, this little ring, I like to push it all the way down towards the front of the barrel. Take my frame and slide it on upside down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to look through your hole here until you see that ring hanging down and line it up. Give it a little shake and it'll fall into place. Once it falls into place, you want to take your slide catch, drop it through, and your test here is if your barrel slides off or not. If your barrel doesn't slide off, it means you got it through the ring. You want to slide your slide back. Again, there's your slide catch. You want to move it back to this hole, where this hole lines up with the smaller of them. Once it's lined up, you want to take your slide catch and drop it back in there until it's pushed down all the way. You can slide your slide forward. At this point, I'd like to put the safety back on. Put your gun up like this. You're going to take your spring, put it back over there, and take your cap, and it's two different ends, so it'll only go on one way. Oh, and actually, before you do that, you want to go ahead and slide this one on first. It's going to go on at a quarter turn. Once it's on, then you're going to slide it all the way around to the side there. Now you're going to put your spring on with your cap. Push it down with your thumb. And start to turn this back over. It'll catch just a little bit. You have to push it just a little bit further. And that's why I like to have the safety on, so your slide doesn't move back. If you can't get it with your thumb, it's a great time to use your magazine again. Push it down. Keep turning this over it until it pops back into place. You heard it snap. And decock your gun. Take your safety off. You want to pull your slide back, make sure everything works correctly. Feels good. Do it a time or two. Everything catches. And you're set to go. Please rate and comment. Thank you.